All right, out there on the live stream, looks like the Alphas won, deferred their option to the second half, which means the Sabers are going to take the ball here to start the game. Line drive kick. Oh, form tackle by the Alphas. And the Sabres will start on the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. All right, we got a balanced formation, 2 receivers on each side, but it's an inside handoff and a nice play by the Sabres to open this game. Very close to a first down. All right, in this second down play, another inside handoff, but he cuts it to the outside. Steps out of bounds at the 44-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5. A nice start for the Sabres. Oh, shoot, I have it upside down. And this time a pass, and very well defended there. It's complete for a loss of a yard. Still a 3rd down and manageable. 6 yards to go for his first down on this first drive of the game by the Sabres. Again, balanced receivers to each side. They've had success running the ball, but this is 3rd and 6. And we're going to pass. It's outside, and we have a completed pass near the sticks, but it doesn't show that we made it, so we're a yard short. 4th and 1, and the Sabres have no hesitation. They'll be going for this. Trips to the near side, a single setback, and it is inside. It's a keeper by the quarterback, and the Alphas were all over it. They'll take over at the 46-yard line. All right, the Alphas are set up at the 46-yard line of the Sabers. Balanced receivers. Now they send a man in motion. And an inside handoff for a couple 3 yards here. So we'll give them a gain of 3. Down to the 43-yard line. Bring up a 2nd and 7. Both teams want to establish a run, it looks like, in this game. And again, an inside handoff to begin the first drive by the Alphas. Balance formation this time. 2 receivers to each side. And drop by the quarterback, and a great pass out for a first down. He gets driven back, but he's got plenty of yardage for the first down out to the 31-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Alphas. We'll see what the Alphas have here on this next set of downs. Again, 2 receivers to each side of the formation, 1 single setback. And they move one of the slot receivers in, and it's a quarterback keeper. And he's going to be sniffed out, and there's going to be actually just no gain on the play. Right at the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit that time by the Sabers. Actually fortunate to make it back to the line of scrimmage. We have a 2nd down and 10. Again, balanced receivers and a single setback for the Alphas. He drops to pass. Now he scrambles to the right. Throws deep. He's got a man out there. And it's an incredible catch for a touchdown. Except we do have a flag. This may be an ineligible man downfield on this play. Nope, it's a hold. It's a hold on the offense from the previous spot. It'll be 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down. Correction, that is, it'll be a repeat of 2nd down. So that takes them back to the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 20. This time trips to the far side of the field. And a fake over to the side. Nearly intercepted.
Number 6.
They tried to do a quick slant and almost had that picked off. 3rd down and long for the Alphas. A similar formation now. Again, 3 wide to the far side of the field, a single setback. This time, however, they managed to draw the Sabers off, and that's going to cost the Sabers 5, bringing up a 3rd and 15 instead of a 3rd and 20. So little benefit there for the Alphas, being patient, going on 2. They're not changing up formations now, so they're going to continue with the play they called in the huddle, but good job getting that extra 5. This time it's an inside handoff, and that play is going nowhere. In fact, he slips down for a loss of 2 on the play. Let's see what the Alphas do. They're in plus territory at the 37-yard line, and it appears that they're going to be going for it.
The Alphas will leave their offense on the field.
Play clock's getting tight on the Alphas here. They put their guy slot in motion. Quarterback rolls out to the right. He's going to try to run for it, but he's got a long way to go. He'll run out of bounds at the 20-yard line or 30-yard line, far short of the first down. So both teams hold on their first defensive opportunities. The Sabers will take back over. All right. This first down play is an inside handoff, and it's gain of maybe a yard.
Sabers handoff to Horse Bunny again. Maybe 1 yard. Take it down.
All right. Second down and 9. I get twins to this side of the formation and 2 receivers up top. Quarterback is looking, throws down, and it's almost an incredible reception, but good defensive coverage. Neither the defender nor the receiver were able to pull that in. Absolutely great coverage there. So they're down in 9 now for the Sabers. Obviously, they'd like to get a little yardage, kind of flip the field here if they do have to punt. Snaps back cleanly to the quarterback. Again,
this time like Milo Betty.
Good defensive coverage again out there. The receiver's not got a lot of room to work. Not a bad pass, just covered well and incomplete. All right. Again, we have a punt formation for the Sabers. We'll see what kind of field position. It's a really good punt in that it was kicked high, but got a great roll down to the 25-yard line, and that's where the Apples will take over 1st and 10.
25-yard line, 1st and 10.
All right, Alphas are set here. Quarterback takes the snap and throws quickly out to the near side. He's got a receiver, but not for much of a gain, 2 yards.
Center OD pass to be break complete.
The clock will stop momentarily until they get the ball spotted, and then we'll be hot again. Here in the ICFL, the clock stops when the ball goes out of bounds. However, we do start the clock again outside 2 minutes of each half. That sets us up 2nd down and 8 for the Alphas. Good defense by both teams to open this game. We have 4:50 left in the first quarter. Balanced receivers and an inside handoff, and that's going to net for a 1st down for the Alphas, clear out to the 40-yard line. So a great gain there on that play.
First 10.
I think maybe the Sabres were looking for a pass, and that middle opened wide open. All right, balanced receivers again, and they do send that slot receiver in motion. Now they throw back to him, and it's going to be a great defensive play and a gain of a single yard on the play. That's it. The Sabres had that pretty well defended.
A little swing pass. 58 for the Sabres. That's crushed the guy. That's just going to catch it, looks like.
This will bring up 2nd and 9. You'd think normally a passing down, but not necessarily. Really, with a lot of teams in the league, there's a lot of teams that opt to run on 2nd and long, see if they can catch the defense guessing. But again, 2 receivers to the near side and a slot receiver. And this time the quarterback keeps it, intending to run, and he's going to get tackled inbounds with a big loss, a loss of 5 on the play.
5 yards.
Now we're at 3rd and 14.
The Sabres there is going to bring out 3rd and long.
Make that 3rd and 13 on this play. We're at 2:44 left in the first quarter. In a scoreless game. Right now the defenses are ahead of the offenses, and we'll see what the Alphas can dial up on this long 3rd down. They do bring trips over here to the near side. And the quarterback drops to pass. It's a pump fake, and he has nobody. But we do have a penalty on the play. He does get tackled. And it looks like we're going to have a face mask on the Sabres. That'll go from the previous spot. And that yardage should result in a 1st down. They're up at the 48-yard line of the Sabres.
Automatic 1st down from the previous stop.
Yeah, accidental face mask there. Give the Alphas the 1st down.
Yep, that does take it to the 48-yard line of the Sabres. And a new series of downs for the Alphas. Again, a balanced receiver set here. 1 single back. Quarterback takes a 1-step drop and then scrambles immediately. He's pointing downfield. He does have a receiver, but it's underthrown and intercepted. Great play there on that underthrown ball. Number 21 picked that off and sets up the Sabers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. Excuse me, 14-yard line. All right, on this 1st down play, the Sabers throw that sideline route again, and it's incomplete. Yeah, that time he really didn't have a receiver open at all out there, and he just overthrew him. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 14-yard line. This time it's a throw underneath, but we do have a flag on the play. We'll see what the officials have to say. It's a hold on the Sabers. We'll see if they want to take that penalty and go half the deep distance, or if they want to decline that penalty and bring up. And they can only go half the distance on this penalty. But that is what they will do. They'll accept that 7-yard penalty. Now the Sabers out of the shadow of their own goalpost here. Got to figure out a way to get the ball down the field, get back in a manageable 3rd down. They throw a crossing route, nice pass. They do get back out to just past the original line of scrimmage at the 15-yard line. That'll set up a 3rd down and 9. All right, here we go on this play. Trips to the near side for the Sabers. Clean snap back to the quarterback, and he rolls left, but underthrows his receiver.
Johnson with a pass out to the outside. Falling complete.
Now it's sets up a punting situation for the Sabers. Deep in their own territory. So this is be important to get a good punt off like you did last time.
Heard it on the way in. I'll just put number 20 Christopher Franco back to receive.
Go, Chris Franco!
All right. Sabers are in punting formation here. And, boy, the kick returner for the Alphas is a long way back. He's got a lot of respect for his leg, apparently. We'll see if what happens. It is a very short kick. So it's going to take a little bit of a roll. And he picks it up.
Turn response picked up by the 20 from the Alvarez.
And he's
The Alvarez in Sabers territory.
kind of steer wrestled to the ground out there at the 26-yard line of the Sabers. Really the deepest possession by anybody in this game so far. So that sets up shop for the Alphas.
Seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, this has been a very defensive quarter, but the Alphas are set up right now in a position to put points on the board unless the Sabres can make a stand. 23 seconds left in this first quarter. Balanced receivers for the Alphas. Quarterback, again, scrambles to his right, throws underneath. He's got a wide open receiver. And that's going to be a completion clear down to about the 12-yard line for a first down. And that'll take us probably to the end of the first quarter.
Still getting this
And it does.
Score remaining. 0. Even the battle so far.
All right, welcome back. We have got the Alphas threatening now. First down and 10 at the Sabres 12. Back to the quarterback, inside handoff. He cuts it out to the outside, cuts it up, stays in bounds, but he'll pick up half the distance there to the goal. So 6-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 6-yard line. Actually, we'll make it 2nd and 5 from the 7. They say his knee hit down a little bit before that, so. See what the Alphas drop on this 2nd down and 5 play. No backs in this situation. A pump fake, and then he falls down as he throws. But a great catch. The ball looked like it was kind of thrown up for grabs, but great pass, great catch by the Alphas. They take the lead here early in the second quarter, 6-0. All right, the Alphas set up for their extra point. They are going for 2. and balanced receivers. Single setback. Kind of a wide snap to the quarterback, but he gets just pummeled. Once he slipped, he really didn't have any chance of looking up and finding a receiver there. So Sabers did a good job containing there, and they hold him to the only 6 point. All right. We're about ready to kick off again. Teams are ready to go. Alpha's going to kick to the Sabers just after taking a 6-0 lead here to start the second quarter. Kind of a deep kick, and this ball will go into the end zone for a touchback. Bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. Again, touchbacks are 20 in this league, and so that's where they'll start. 1st and 10 for the Sabers. I don't believe that they have the best.
Still don't lose that 15.
All right. Sabers are taking over here, 1st and 10 at the 20. 2 setbacks. Actually, kind of an interesting formation. 3 setbacks. And the quarterback is going to keep the ball and lose 4 yards on the play. That's a formation that kind of seems a little odd for the quarterback to keep. He had no blockers. And so, if you're going to do that, you've got to have a stud out there on the edge to be able to seal that and give the quarterback a chance to break that edge. But none of the guys in the backfield were blocking for him. Makes it pretty tough. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 14 for the Sabers. And this time we do have an inside handoff. Not a good play. Gain of about 7 yards. And at least they're inside the chains now. We're going to be bring up about third down and about 8. And again, that same interesting formation. Just 2 eligible receivers and another inside handoff. He gets some positive yards, but it's not enough for the 1st down. Well, it's actually extremely close. I believe they do have him just barely making the line to gain. Again, we start on the 20, up, nose of the ball just has to get to the 30-yard line, and that it did. So they'll have a new set of downs to work with. And as they do, again, they come up and with this 3-back set around the quarterback. And inside handoff, this time the Alphas sniff it out. And they're going to lose 5 yards on this 1st down play. Again, that formation obviously, is designed to keep the defense, in check, make sure that they respect everything. But boy, there's not a lot of. Now we got a false start by the wide receiver, And that's going to set them back 5 more. So it's going to be 2nd and 20
On the offense, number 9.
for the Sabers.
Second down.
But it puts a lot of pressure on that O-line of the Sabers if they're going to run those inside handoffs
Third and 20.
to be able to open up some holes in that offensive line, because the other 3 backs are usually not in a position so far to make blocks there. But they are staying with that formation. Again, only 2 receivers, 1 to. Now the officials stop the game. It should still be 2nd down. All right, now we're set to go. I guess we had some issues with the down on the box, but this time they throw wide to that one receiver, and he did catch the ball, but we're still 12 yards short of the first down. So it'll bring up a long 3rd down opportunity here for the Sabers. I think that in that situation, the Alphas were going to let them have that short yardage. Just kind of played a little bit deeper. And see what they come out here. No press coverage for the Alphas, so we'll see if they can get off the line and get downfield. Over the middle. Oh, nope. Incomplete over to the far side of the field. They did have a receiver right down the middle that was open. The quarterback didn't see him. So this is going to be a 4th and 12, bringing up a punt opportunity for the Sabers. See if he can have a little better punt than he did last time. It set up the previous punt, set up the Alphas with great field position. His initial punt of the game, however, was a great punt. So he needs another one of those right here to keep the Alphas. This is a line driver, and it's taken at the 35-yard line. Missed tackle there, but a great tackle at the 41-yard line, so not a lot of additional yards on that return.
Great tackle by Dylan Hiller.
The Alphas will set up shop in their own territory at the 43-yard line.
Start the ball on the 43-yard line. First and 10.
All right, Alphas have the ball, 1st and 10 with 3 receivers here to the near side. A bad snap, but it's back to the quarterback. He rolls, throws deep, but well out of bounds.
Eldridge. Pass the ball deep. Too far. 2nd and 10.
He was. At least 10 yards.
All right. After the long incompletion, they'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Alphas at their own 43-yard line. 6:44 to go here in the 2nd quarter. The Alphas up 6-0. in a pretty defensive game thus far. Again, a slot receiver, and they send him out of motion. He resets, so 2 slot receivers, and a quick pass over to him. And but it's not going for a lot of yardage, just a yard gain. This will be up 3rd down and 9.
Short yardage. 3rd and long.
Oh, man. It's impossible.
All right, the Alpha's ready to go for this 2nd and 9 play. Snap back to the quarterback, fakes to the running back, and it's a keeper. He's going to go out of bounds with, again, another 1 yard, maybe actually no gain on the play. Right back to the 44-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. Nope. All right. Oh, it is 4th down. Yep. Sorry about that. Yeah, 4th down on this, and great stand by, bad snap, but a very low line drive punt. It's going to end up very nice for him.
Wow.
Except, it may have gone out of bounds. I can't tell yet by the officials.
He's walking right on that line, so.
They're going to talk about it, but the default here is that it's going to be a touchback if there's any question. If it went right over the pylon, it'd be a touchback, but we'll see if it goes out.
Oh my gosh, they're calling.
1st down at the 1 yard line. Great punt.
Great punt by the Alpha. They really take Sabers back this time. Let's go!
That ball's got to be all the way out of the goal line.
Well, the Sabers are not in an ideal situation here. Pinned back at their own goal line, but he's going to pass. The ball's tipped. And thankfully, it falls to the ground incomplete. So it'll be down 2nd and 10 at their own 1 yard line. Sabers are trying to get something established out of their own end zone here. The ball's thrown, and again overthrown. Out of bounds, setting up 3rd down and 10 from their own 1. We have 4:48 left here in the 1st half. Again, the score is the Alpha 6, the Sabers 0 in a defensive game thus far. Both teams have had some good defensive stands. This one's it'd be important for the Sabers to get a new set of downs here and get the ball out of their own end zone. Quarterback rolls out, does throw. Oh, it's tipped away.
Oh, is he going to get in there? Oh, now they're throwing the flag.
So during this dead ball, it looks like we have maybe an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Sabers. It's going to cost them half a yard, but they'll have to set up to punt the ball.
Oh, they're writing it down.
So with 4:42 left here in the half, Sabers set to have to punt the ball.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 4, the offense. That's his first motion across the paper. They go half the distance.
Extracurriculars. We force them on Sabers.
This sets up always an interesting situation. You don't have your normal depth as a punter here, so he's got to get this off quickly. He does a nice job. It's low, but it ends up going out of bounds. He got it away, but a very short punt.
The Alphas. Home team
Yep.
First and 10.
It's always important to get that kick away, but in this case, it squibbed to the right and went out of bounds at their own 20-yard line. So it sets up the Alphas with a very, very short field. All right, Alphas on their first place. It's not going to happen.
Full start of the offense. 5 yards from the first down.
We have a false start by the Alphas. So that'll be 1st and 15 now for the Alphas. At the 25-yard line of the Sabers. All right. 2 receivers to the top. 1 here at the bottom of the screen, and low snap. And a couple broken tackles, but not the 3rd broken tackle. And there's just simply no gain on that play.
Not going to gain him much. They're wrapped up by a taper player. Checking off.
2nd and 15 for the Alphas. All right, with the clock rolling at 3:50 to go in the half, Alpha set up with twin receivers to both sides. You're waiting for the snap, gets a good snap, and he's going to throw deep. The defender got lost, and it was a back shoulder throw. Great throw by the quarterback, great reception by the receiver, and Alphas go up 12-0. Again, just like last time, they'll stay out, with the offense on their field, and try to get a 2-point conversion here. Low snap to the quarterback, so he takes off running the ball, and he's going to be corralled a couple of yards shy, so the extra point will not be good. So with 3:37 left in the half, the Alphas lead 12-0. All right, welcome back. Looks like the both teams are ready for this kickoff. Sabers looking to get some decent field position with 3:37 left here in the half. See if they can get a good run back here. Ball is kicked to medium depth. A clean catch, and the receiver takes it up the middle, now cuts it to the outside, and gets out past the 40-yard line.
Kickoff's going to be taken by number 13 for the Sabers. Nice. First and 10.
All right, right at the 40-yard line, the officials say. So the first down, Sabers with good field position here late in the second half, or the second quarter. An inside handoff. Not a bad run. Gain of 2 or 3 yards here. But the bigger thing is the clock's running now. There's 3 minutes, 12 seconds left here in the first half. And the clock runs. Not a lot of quickness here to get to the line of scrimmage by the Sabers. We're now under 3 minutes to go. Second down and 7. Again, another handoff. They'll gain another yard, but that's all. Bringing 3rd and 6 with 2 minutes and 46 seconds left. I'm just interested to see if the Alphas might want to take a timeout here. I would think maybe they would spend a timeout here and try to get the ball back with some decent time left on the clock, but they're not taking that time. So this time, two receivers at both sides drop back, and again the throw down the sideline broken up. Threw into double coverage. Initially good coverage by the corner, but the safety came over to add some additional coverage there. And it's going to end up being 3rd down and 7. And the Sabers desperately need a first down. This time they're sending 3 receivers to the far side of the formation, one here with 1 setback. And throw a back shoulder. It's caught, but out of bounds. You know, they just keep trying that sideline throw, but they just have not been successful. First down on the 44-yard line for the Alphas with that 2 minutes and 8. So I guess it turns out they didn't need to burn that timeout because they'll get one here at the 2-minute warning.
Oh, they do.
So they've got their timeouts plus the 2-minute warning to work with. So lots of time, and again, already in Sabres territory.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here come the Alphas ready to go. 2 wide receivers, 2 slot receivers, and a single back. Send one slot in motion. And it's an inside handoff. Spins out of the tackle. And is taken out of bounds where the clock will stop.
20 for Rico. Also like wide receiver.
Great block downfield.
Oh, really?
Little laundry on the field. It looks like it's going to be an illegal block in the back on the offense. Oh, no, it's going to be hold. So they do get the clean yardage here. So it goes from the spot of the foul. It'll go back 10 yards, and it will repeat the down.
Fortunate there for the Alphas.
Since we're still outside 2 minutes, the clock will wind, and then we'll get to the 2-minute warning. Yes, down repeats. And we're at the 2-minute warning for our first half of this final game of the day. All right, the Alphas are back out with their full complement of timeouts here. Inside handoff. And he breaks tackles inside. Doesn't get a first down, but he does get about a good 6 yards on the play. He was stopped initially, but he broke through those tackles and managed to gain 6 yards on the play. All right, here we go. 2nd and 4. Receivers to both the top and bottom of the formation. Fake to that inside handoff. Throw to the slot receiver and a huge hit. Clock stopped, but that was a hit of the game so far by the Sabers. He loses a yard on the play, a couple yards. The Sabers have, the Alphas have called timeout. That's their first of the game. And now they face a 3rd and 7 at the 41-yard line. All right, here we go. The Alphas after the timeout, 3rd down and 7 now. Twins, both sides of the formation. Quarterback looks, throws over the middle. And we do have a flag on the play.
Oh, that's terrible. Terrible flag, man.
This penalty be a previous spot foul. Looks like he may have been held as he went to leave. It was thrown into double coverage, but you still got to play that cleanly. So that'll result by yardage, not by rule, but by yardage for a first down. With 1:03 left in the first half. The ball will be spotted at the 26-yard line, first down for the Alphas. We did have an injury during the play, so we will wait for the officials to signal us that we're ready to go.
So that's one. You're going to get the Alphas first down.
So with 1:03 left here in the first half, the Alphas break their huddle with a new set of downs at the 26-yard line. Still 2 timeouts left for the Alphas, I believe. Trips out here to the near side, 1 receiver to the top. And they now take the back and put him in as a slot receiver. Ball's well underthrown. Bring up a 2nd and 10 at the 26. All right, here we go. 2nd down. And again, they take that back and put him out as a receiver. This time it's an illegal illegal shift. Incomplete pass. What is happening is that the back is going out to be a receiver. He's going forward in motion, but he doesn't get set prior to the snap. So it's an illegal motion penalty, and we'll see what they want to do. Make it 3rd down and 10 or 2nd and 15. I think that's the right call as well. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now. And they've tried that movement and that shift a couple of times, but this time he absolutely didn't get set. He just kind of ran right through as the snap happened. So we're down to 52 seconds left now in the second half, and a critical 3rd down play for the Alphas. The trips again here to the near side, and now they're sending the guy in motion. This time he did get set. Snaps back. Throw across the middle to an open receiver at the 5-yard line. It's going to be a first down at the 5. The clock will start on the ready for play. Oh, the Sabers decide to call timeout now. Well, I saw that one official select the Sabers and then the other official. No, it is the Alphas timeout. It is the Alphas timeout here. That leaves them with 1. All right, first down and goal from the 5-yard line with 45 seconds left for the Alphas. They did call timeout there. They have 1 left. And here we go with two receivers to the top. Snaps back. Fumble on the play, on the exchange. And that is going to turn over the ball to the Sabers. He was right on top of it. Just a missed handoff there by the Alphas deep in Sabres territory. That's going to, at the very least, it looks like it'll preserve just a 12-point deficit for the Sabres, and you never know. Maybe they break a play here and can cut that lead in half. So, like the Alphas at the start of their previous possession, the Sabres do have all three timeouts here. We'll see what they do. Quarterback's back to pass, throws to the sideline. Completed pass, sets up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line for the Sabres. Another pass. This time he runs and he's dropped. They're back at the 14-yard line. They are going to call timeout here. So they have 2 left. But now, instead of 2nd and 3, they're back to 2nd and 7. 29 seconds left.
There's a lot of stuff we did.
Previous pass was actually caught by Ethan Johnson.
Yeah, I think I stopped pretty quickly. If you want 30, I'll switch it. Copy that. All right, we're back. Oh, the ball, well thrown ball, would have been a first. Yep, my bad.
I know.
All right. Again. You know, they weren't even able to run the entire clock out, and so now, depending on the status of this punt, which you would think they're going to punt here, stranger things have happened in this league.
That should be 4th down, not 1st down. Not good ball. They shouldn't be out there on offense.
Fourth down. They should have 4th down for the Sabres.
Not their ball.
Yeah, this is 4th down.
Yeah, that's what I'm being handled here.
Yeah, that's 4th down. It's our ball.
4th down.
It is 4th down.
4th down Sabres.
Okay, after all of that,
Anything but his damn phone.
I think we've got a little issues maybe with the box, but it is only 4th down for the Sabers. And so the Sabers, you know, are going to come out and run this 4th down play. This is a shocker to me. They can run some time off, but man, and now they're going to hand off, and he's not going to make anywhere close to a 1st down, and that leaves 18 seconds left for the Alphas. That one I don't get. I just don't.
Okay, so now you switch it over to 1st. Come on, guy. Oh, there we go. Ah. Well, I mean, the thing is that guy right there.
Yeah.
He is normally just chained. He's never the box. The box guy is out this week.
Oh, that's not the normal juice.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, Alpha's got the ball deep. You got a completed pass for a 1st down. The clock is going to start on the ready. Now they're going to take a timeout again. So that is the last timeout for the Alphas. They got the ball down about the 3-yard line of the Sabers. 1st down and goal. All right, teams are back out. 1st and goal now from the 3 with 13 seconds to go for the Alphas. Snaps back. Quarterback rolls out, throws. Oh, nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted.
Bring in goal.
8 seconds left in the half. Again, the ball back at the 4-yard line. Yeah, we've been talking about it up here. Their normal take, I guess, is not good. I don't know. Maybe switch the box guys. I know he's not having a good day. All right, 8 seconds left. 2nd and goal for the Alphas. And we have a touchdown. Caught it, managed to reach the ball across the goal line for the touchdown for the Alphas. Hard to defend that play. It was actually pretty well defended, just passed back to the inside, and kind of a situation where if you try to take away that inside, there's no outside help there. So it brings it to 18-0 pending this 2-point conversion. And the quarterback scrambles, breaks tackles, but the try is unsuccessful with 3 ticks left on the clock. It's Alphas 18, the home team Sabers 0. All right, with 3 seconds left, the Alphas kick off to the Sabers. The low line drive kickoff fielded. This will run out to half. Decent run back, but that will do it for the first half.
That run back, they'll do it at halftime.
Little extracurricular here, but I think the officials jumped in. They've got it taken care of here. Teams will go to halftime. Officials right now talking to the Sabres coach. Not sure. No flags were thrown. I just think they want to discuss a couple things. Make sure things don't get out of hand here. So with that, we'll go to halftime, and we'll see you on the other side. All right. ICFL fans, were set for the final half of the day here at Columbia High School. Third quarter with the Alphas leading 18-0, and they're going to receive the second half kickoff. Left-footed kicker, nice kick. And a nice run back out near the 35. It's a nice kickoff, but a nice return there by the Alphas. Bring the ball out to the 35-yard line to start this second half.
Alexander. Great kick.
All right, here we go. First possession of the second half for the Alphas, leading 18-0. They have two slot receivers and two wideouts. They send one slot receiver in motion. And the quarterback ducks out of a tackle, a sure tackle, and ends up being run out of bounds for first down. However, there is a flag on the play at about the 47-yard line. There's going to be a hold on, looks like, the Alphas. Spotted the foul penalty here. That'll take him 10 yards back. Still first down, but it's going to be first down and 8 now. First and 8. First and 8. That down gets replayed. Still first down. All right. Again, similar formation here. This time an inside handoff. This is going to net. Oh, very close to the first down. Just short, though. Short about a yard. It'll be second down and 1.
Second and 1.
This is kind of a really interesting down for the Alphas. They can pass, they can throw, lots of options on second and 1 for the Alphas, including that one, I suppose, which is to draw the defense off. And exactly what they did. That'll net them a first down. I'll take them out to the 49-yard line of the Sabers.
Either that or he's getting enough feedback that he's just not.
Quarterback is scrambling on this one, and he's going to end up going out of bounds. Really, maybe a loss of a yard even. Yeah, loss of a yard on the play. Back to the 48-yard line.
That you got is yeah.
All right. Off the back foot. Oh, great defensive play by number 7 of the Sabers. And Back at the 48-yard line again. Alphas break the huddle, sending 2 receivers to the wide side of the field, 2 here to the near side of the field with a single setback. Quarterback takes a snap, throws deep. He's got a receiver there, but it's into double coverage and broken up.
Throw into double coverage.
Number 17, that's Patrick.
That'll put the Alphas in punting formation here. A punt returner for the Sabers is down about the 16, 17-yard line. Be interesting to see. This is one of those situations where unless he actually can take the ball and return it, they could be pinned deep in their own end. The punt is blocked, and it doesn't matter who recovered it. Does not matter who recovered this one because it's well behind the line of scrimmage. Now, little momentum for the Sabers. One of their few times this game that they're actually in, maybe the first time that they're in enemy territory. So at the 42-yard line of the Alphas, they'll be set up shop 1st and 10. All right. Inside handoff, this time some good yardage. Gaining 7, almost 8 yards on the play.
Sabers will hand the ball off to Dylan Taylor.
They're going to give him a long 7 yards. Well, second up. And they're going quick. So again, same formation with 3 backs, 2 along each side of the quarterback and 1 deep. And this time he's going to have a first down. He got a first down before they pushed him back. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. And a decent gain of about, well, yes, he slipped down. He'll get a couple of yards on that play. Positive yardage for the Sabers. Right out the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Another inside handoff, bounces it outside, but this time he's going to get swallowed up by that Alpha defense. Now we're behind the stakes to be 3rd down and 12 for the Sabers. 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Come on, boy. Go.
Sabers taking some time here just to get things set, but they've got a back each side, quarterback back to throw, and it's completed. Relatively short yardage. And it's going to set up a 3rd down, about 6 for the Sabers. An important drive to get some points on the board and get back in this game. they've shown they can play good defense. They just haven't been able to get the offensive things going here so far this game. In a similar formation, quarterback back to pass. Now he rolls out, and he throws it downfield, out of bounds. Sets up 4th down.
Turnover on downs. Well, he had 4th down. So, I don't know if our box guy is just wrong.
You know, I don't know. Our box, you know, nobody on the field is having an issue, but I know up here in the booth, I will just tell you it's been hard because the box has not been consistent this game, but the players all know what's going on. That was a 4th down play, not a 3rd down play. The Alphas take over at their own 27-yard line. Pitch back. He kind of faked like he might want to throw the ball, but I think that was all that was a fake. Gains about 5 yards on the play. And it looks like he may be injured. It's actually a Sabers player over there on the far sideline. That he's hopping, he's coming off the field well under his own power, but took a hit at the end of that play. So we're ready to go. 6 minutes, 42 seconds. The clock running here in the 3rd quarter. Four yards to go for a 1st down for the Alphas. Quarterback back to pass. Throws across the middle. Perfect throw. Maybe the throw of the day. Right in stride at the 43-yard line. 1st down. Okay, here come the Alphas now with 2 slot receivers, 2 wide receivers, and an inside hand. Oh, it's a keeper by the quarterback. He's going to pick up 3 yards on the play. That brings up a 2nd and 7 with 5:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Alpha's still leading 18-0. Haven't had a score here in the 3rd quarter, similar to the 1st quarter, where we're pretty much scoreless. All right, again, receivers to both sides of the formation, 1 setback. And now the quarterback gets flushed. He's racing out to the wide, and he's going to run for it. And he's going to end up with the 1st down out of bounds. Yeah, good coverage downfield by the Sabers. And initially they had him kind of contained, but then he took off around the outside edge there toward their own sideline and got a 1st down. Clear down to the 28-yard line. All right, here we go. Trips now to the near side for the Alphas. Ball back to the quarterback. He rolls out to the right, throws back against the grain. Oh, great play. Almost a one-handed grab by the defensive back, number 7. Wasn't able to pull it in, but he definitely put a big paw on that and knocked it down. Great defensive play. Those passes against your body back across the middle, well, I tell you, they're always dangerous, and in this case, it almost cost him. So, in this case, just a simple incompletion and 2nd down and 10 for the Alphas. Good snap back, quick throw, and this time it is intercepted. Wow. Great interception. And now we do have a penalty.
Great play.
Yeah. That guy wouldn't get off of him. They stripped him off.
So after the play, Sabers player grabbed one of the Alphas players, and that resulted in an unsportsmanlike conduct foul. That'll take them 15 yards back. Yes, the interception counts, but they had great field position inside Alphas territory. So we have it now at the 42. Inside handoff with a little running room. Gain of 4 on the play. As we're approaching the end of the 3rd quarter, we still have 33 minutes, 35 seconds to go, but it's been a quick-paced 3rd quarter. Sabres are now faced with 2nd and 6, bringing 2 receivers to both sides of the formation with 1 setback and deep throw. But good defense by the Alphas. Defensive back just bats out, pass down.
Great coverage. Down. 5-for-5 Juan Blancas over there. That great coverage all day.
This is a key down for the Sabres. They really need to get something established here in this 3rd quarter. Get into the territory of the Alphas. They do it on an inside run, but that's just only going to net them a yard. So 3rd down and a long 5 for the 1st down. And we'll see what they drop here on this 4th down play. Of 2 receivers, to the near side, 2 backs. Quarterback back to pass, underthrows his receiver, and they're calling it a completion. So 44-yard line of the Alphas. The receiver gets his hands under the ball, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Sabres, and they want to go quick. They're up to the line already. They're ready to go here. Again, almost the same play this time, well underthrown. 2nd down and 10. All right, here we go. Oh, they've got the Alphas this time, I think. Yes, they do, for a 5-yard penalty. And that's going to set up a 2nd and 5 instead of a 2nd and 10.
The encroachment penalty. Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Sabers.
So this time, again, 2 backs, 1 each side of the quarterback. A handoff. Going to fight for a yard. Just a yard gain is all he's going to get on that. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. Be interesting to see if they try to draw the Alphas off again. Get that 1st down the cheap way. Oh, absolutely. We saw it last week with the Black Tide. I think they had 40 yards in pre-snap penalties. So, nope, clean. Quarterback back to pass, throws over. And it's just beyond the outstretched arms of the receiver. All right, just needs 5 yards on this play to get a 1st down. And they're not going to get it. And that's going to result in a turnover on downs for the Sabers, giving it back to the Alphas. With 1:19 left in the 3rd quarter, Alphas take back over. No score in this 3rd quarter, but they do lead 18-0.
Yep. I love it.
All right, here we go. Alphas take back over on their own 38-yard line. It's an inside handoff. It goes, tried to cut it back out to the outside and was met there by a Sabres defender, losing 2 yards on the play. That was a great open field tackle by the Sabres defender. I didn't get a number, and I apologize for all of you listening on the live cast. I don't have all the numbers in front of me, so I'm not able to give you the credit to all these players that are making some great plays, but that was a great play there for a loss of yardage, and brings up 2nd down and 12. Again, another handoff, cuts it up inside, but is knocked down, or maybe a gain of a yard. We're under 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, so at the end of that play, since there was less than 40 seconds, the offensive team does not have to take another snap. So, and it doesn't appear that they're going to try. Looks like we may go to the 3rd quarter with the score 18-0 Alphas. And that's exactly the way it'll be. And that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Score remains 18. Nothing. Alpha.
Welcome back. We're just trying to get the referee's field mic fixed here so that we can have it here for the fourth quarter of this game. And if you just tuned in, we had a couple of scores in the second quarter, one at the end of the first quarter. It's 18-0 Alphas. But both teams have played great defense. And Alphas now take the ball over. Not take the ball. They've got third down and 9.
Welcome to the fourth and final quarter.
So then, wow. When that ball left his hands, I wasn't sure exactly who that was going to, but he had a receiver out there, made a catch. And still a lot of yards, 8 yards to go here for a first down.
Pass complete.
This time not quite as far back. The returner's back at his own 22-yard line for the Sabers. Good snap. And a low kick. And recovered there, taken by at the 25-yard line, but corralled very quickly.
Foul. That's about all I got.
It was a low block, since no blocks can't. And in that situation, all right, the penalty was a low block below the waist, and that usually you see those where you got the guy rushing the punter and he just cuts him. I believe that's what happened there, and that's illegal. And now with high school rules, they can take that enforcement from the end of the kick. So that's exactly what they've done. 15 yards, now the Sabres first down. Quarterback scrambling, throws it short of the receiver. Was in a lot of pressure there.
No, it's not.
So the penalty is intentional grounding. on the play. That'll be 5 yards from where the quarterback released the ball. It also is a loss of down. So it's a heavily penalized play. So 2nd down and long now for the Sabers. You know, neither the defender nor the receiver saw that ball coming. Just misconnections on that. Might have been an opportunity for a completion had the receiver known where the ball was going to be thrown. But in this case, it was thrown behind him, and he didn't know it was coming. So it's going to be 3rd down now, and about 18 yards to go. Again, looks like this is going to be picked off.
For 5, Juan Blancas. Great play.
Both teams have tried to throw that out route today, and neither one have had much success. This time, Alphas did a great job and stepped in front of it, got his feet inbounds, made the catch. And again, the ball is turned over to the Alphas on their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10. And he set the guy in motion, handed to the second back through, and he is going to be taken down for a gain of a yard. That's all they're going to give him on this play. So we're under 10 minutes to go now in the 4th quarter. Again, here from Columbia High School with the Alphas leading 18-0. Again, both defenses playing really good. Breeze is picking up now out of the north like it typically does here at Columbia. And so right now, the Alphas have the wind at their back. This is 2nd down and 9. Inside handout. Nope, it's a quarterback keeper. Fooled me on that one. And he gets dumped to the ground about 3 yards shy of the line to gain. So it'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Alphas.
Bring up 3rd and short.
We'll see now if the Sabers can dial up some defense to make this a 4th down play. Balanced receivers, a single setback. We'll see what the Sabers do. He's trying to send in a blitz right up the middle, and the running back goes right by the blitzer for a 1st down. Yeah, that's the way to handle that one. They had a guy blitz the A gap, and they ran right outside that gap for an easy 1st down. Now the Alphas are set up in Saber territory at the Sabres' 44-yard line, 1st and 10.
Erica's in charge. Yeah.
All right, low snap there, and that disrupted the play a little bit, but actually he cuts it back way to the outside and makes some positive yardage out of that broken play. Second and 8 from the 42-yard line of the Sabers. Kind of a critical time here in the game. If the Sabers want to make a comeback, they've got to make a stop here. If the Alphas are able to score, you got to figure that's just too much. And this time, we got a flag on the play also. He is wrapped up and brought back. The coach will decide. Looks like they do want to take him back, so it'll be 10 yards from the previous spot. And it'll repeat second down.
Yes, you can hear the refs at the booth.
All right, Alphas with that loss of yardage. Quarterback keeper rolls out. And, great job forcing him out of bounds. He's going to be out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That's going to bring up third down. Alpha's taking their time getting up to the ball here to run this third down play. They're well behind the sticks. Almost looks like about third and 19 to go. And it's a pass out to the flat. And it's completed, but well short of the first down over to the 49-yard line of the Sabers, but short of a first down by about 14 yards. They are bringing switching balls and bringing a punting ball in, so that's a commitment on the Sabers' part to punt the ball here. Not Sabers, but the Alphas' part to punt the ball back. Looks like the Sabres returner is not planning on going too deep here for this return, so he'll probably let it go if it goes much beyond where he is. Good clean snap. Short punt. He comes up and takes it and spins out of the tackle. And now he's loose. Comes out. Gets taken out of bounds about the 45-yard line. It's a great run back. Sets up the Sabres in good field position. Again, something they need with 4 minutes, 47 seconds left in the game. They've got to figure out a way to put some points on the board quick. So during that run back, there was a penalty. That's an illegal blindside block. Again, that's a situation where the return team's blocker hits a player who doesn't have the blocker in his field of view or doesn't do so with open hands. And so in that case, it's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's going to take him back to the 28-yard line where they'll start that possession instead of the 45. That's a huge penalty. But despite that, the Sabres do have the ball. And we'll see what they can do with 4 minutes, 47 seconds left in the game. Good snap. Deep throw again to the sideline. But nobody's home.
Slide a little bit too far.
Second down and 10 for the Sabres, who desperately need to get some positive yardage and a score on the scoreboard here in this possession. This is an underneath throw. Oh, my. Unfortunate. They had a great bubble screen set up there and just dropped the ball.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you want to go 432, something like that? All right, another deep throw, but well overthrown into double coverage. A perfect throw would have had him for a great play, but that would have had to be a perfect throw to be successful. All right, looks like the Sabres are going to go here. Trips to the top side of the formation. And again, a quick pass over the middle, but short, incomplete. And that is going to be a turnover on downs.
100% gonna run a catch and pitch there.
That pitch guy was coming in. Yeah.
That's going to be at least 10 to 15 yard gain. They can't afford it. So with 4 minutes, 22 seconds left in the game, the Alphas take back possession, this time in the Sabres territory at the 28-yard line. We'll see what they do. As one set back, three receivers to the top of the formation, sends one to motion. They fake it to him. Another quarterback throws across, and this ball is going to be picked off and returned out to the 20-yard line by number 11 of the Sabres. They had that read all the way. That's probably the second time that the quarterback's kind of thrown against his body, and it's ended up being short. So good break for the Sabres. With 4:12 left on the clock, they get the ball back.
They score one from there, they can win.
All right, Sabres have the ball. Clean snap, inside handoff. That's going to get them a yard or two, but unfortunately, even a 3-yard gain, 3 or 4 yard gain is going to be far short of what they need with the clock running. It'll be 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line. This has been kind of the theme for this game, is a lot of defense played both ways. No scoring here in the second half at all. Quarterback back to pass, rolls out of the pocket. Now he throws, and looks like an incomplete pass. Receiver out of bounds. I can't. Nope. It looks like we are going to have a completed pass for a first down. Good footwork there. Just couldn't tell immediately by the official signal whether we had a 1 or not, but we do. The clock running with 3 minutes, coming up on 3:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. This time balanced receivers. Kind of, you figure it's a passing situation here. They got to throw the ball, and he's back to pass. And he's got him over the middle. Just a bit wide of the receiver. Just led him a bit too much, but good idea. We have 3 minutes exactly left in the game. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Sabers. All right, here we go. Quarterback back to pass, throws on slant, and somehow, some way, he made a catch, and I believe that's going to be enough for a first down. Right on the 10-yard mark there. A juggling catch there to make a first down for the Sabers, so it keeps the drive alive at the 42-yard line. All right, they set up with receivers to the top of the screen, 3 receivers, 1 here to the bottom of the screen, and they throw behind, a complete pass, and again another first down out of bounds inside Alpha territory at the 46-yard line. The clock will start again on the ready for play.
Going to get the Sabers another first down.
We're coming up on 2 minutes here. Probably after this play, we'll have a 2-minute warning. All right, set up, balanced receivers, back to pass. The quarterback this time deep. Again, that sideline route that he's throwing deep, but never. I don't know that we've completed one of those. Yeah, 158. That'll be our 2-minute warning. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Sabers as they try to get some points on the board here late in the fourth quarter. All right. After the 2-minute warning here with 1:58 to go in the fourth quarter, it's 2nd down and 10 for the Sabers at the 46-yard line of the Alphas. Pass, and do have a slant. Nice move by the receiver. Makes some great positive yards after the play down to the 33-yard line. And they'll have 152 to use to get down get some points on the board here. Because we're inside that 2 minutes now, the clock does not stop or start since he went out of bounds. All right, again, balanced receivers been successful with this quick throw. This time, he takes another look, but he decides to run and does get out of bounds. Gains about 4 yards, 3 or 4 yards on the play, but he does get it out of bounds to stop that clock with 1:46 to go here in the fourth quarter.
They had to leave early, but the other one
All right, quarterback back to pass. Underthrown this time. Underthrows his receiver, who's on a deep slant route. We now have 1:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. All right, third down here. And we got 3 receivers here to the near side of the field, 1 to the far. He gets set, and the quarterback takes the snap. We do have an underneath throw this time. This time it's caught, and a first down is gained. Put it down to the 20-yard line. That time that play was executed perfectly and gained a good chunk of yardage. And the Sabres are going to take their first timeout so that the clock does not run. Inside handoff this time. He's not going very far. Clock running at 1:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. They opt not to take a timeout here. This time, 2 setbacks, 1 either side of the quarterback, 2 wide receivers. And it's a good run, gain of probably 5 or 6 yards, but the clock continues to run with 46 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. And now we do stop it.
Timeout. Second of the first half. 51 seconds on the clock, please.
I believe they do have 1 timeout left, the Sabres. If not, that may be their last one, but again, first down and 10 at the 14-yard line. Three receivers to the top side of the formation. Quarterback back to pass, throws back against the left. And it's a great catch. Back shoulder throw for the quarterback.
Touchdown, Sabers!
Yeah, that's the best executed play of the day for the Sabres for sure. Back shoulder throw. Good coverage by the defense, but you can't beat a throw like that. And the ball was brought in by the receiver, so great job by the Sabres on that play. 47 seconds left to go. You got to figure we got an onside kick coming up here. So, quarterback was hit on the 2-point conversion. No good. So, with 47 seconds to play, the Sabres have played great defense here in the second half, but just have not been able to put up the points necessary to be in a position to maybe get this onside kick and have one more drive. They need 2 possessions, unfortunately, for the Sabres. So 47 seconds, I'm sure we'll at least see the chance there for an onside kick and see what happens. The Alphas are kind of setting up. Well, they're bringing a couple guys up to make sure. We'll take a look at the formation for the Sabres and see what they do. They've got actually five guys on each side of the ball, so it's not really an onside kick formation here. It doesn't mean they can't do it, but we'll see what they do.
Alexander's set to kick it off.
It is an onside kick.
Sabres will recover. Great onside kick by Alexander.
That was a ball. It was an onside kick, kicked right to the Alpha's front line, but bobbled there and recovered by the Sabres. So with 45 seconds to go, let's see what they dial up. They've had some success with the passing game just lately here in the game, and they're going to need that big time. Not a time to run the ball here, so we'll see what they do. Balanced receivers and one setback. Back to pass, throws quickly, but over the head of the intended receiver. 42 seconds left, second down and 10. All right. Sabres have 3 receivers to the top of the formation. Snap is back. Quarterback looks to the left. Throw is deep to the left.
Emmett Johnson with a deep pass. Greg Johnson, they're going to say it's incomplete.
The ball was caught, but it was a correct call. The receiver was out of bounds when he gained possession of the ball. So be third down and 10 now for the Sabres.
Replay.
All right. Quarterback back to pass. Goes deep to the other side. Again, overthrown.
My little Beatty falling complete.
Well, this is it here for the Sabres. 4th down with 29 seconds left in the game. They'll need to get 10 yards here to keep this drive alive and have any hopes of bringing this to a one-score game. All right, here we go. Against balanced receivers, back to the quarterback. Scrambles out of the pocket. It looks like a catch. We do have a catch inbounds. Timeout is taken by the Sabres.
Call it a completion.
We do have an injured player. The player that made the catch is still down on the field, so we're not going to have that timeout until. So now they do take their 3rd and final timeout with 24 seconds left to go in the game.
Enemy territory. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And they get a shot in the end zone.
Put it on, I can't.
All right, after their last timeout, the Sabres take the ball. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Ball's thrown. This one is incomplete. Nope, just underthrown here and wasn't able to get his hands underneath that one. So 2nd and 10 back at the 33-yard line for the Sabres. Leaves us 19 seconds on the clock, 19. They have time. They have time to get the ball down there. But again, if the pass is completed in bounds, the clock will only stop for 1st down momentarily. They take make a slot receiver, low snap to the quarterback. Stands in the pocket, throws. He does have a receiver inside the 10, and he will score.
Touchdown.
10 seconds left in the game, but they do score. So we do have that one-score game we talked about, albeit 10 seconds left in the game here. We'll see what they do with the two-point conversion.
Late game.
All right, set for the two-point conversion now. Snaps back, throw into the deep corner of the end zone, and defended well there, incomplete.
Emmett Johnson's pass on the ball incomplete.
So with 10 seconds left in the game, we'll see, I'm sure, another onside kick attempt. The Appas continued to lead 18, but now only by 6 points. So 18-12 with the kickoff pending. All right, here's the onside kick attempt.
Alex Saunders with another nice
And it is covered this time by the Alphas, so
by
they will probably just take a knee here, and this game will be over. They have no timeouts left, the Sabers, that is. So it's just one knee, and the game will be done. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to Columbia High School, again, for hosting. I say that every time that I'm on here because it's a great facility, great place to be able to have our ICFL season this year. Thanks for all those that tuned in on the live stream. Again, my apologies for not knowing all your players, your favorite players, but it's been a great game. Good job by both teams. And looking like they're going to take a knee, and they certainly do. And that will be the game. Good sportsmanship shown here at the end of the game. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Our final score, the Alphas 18, the Sabers 12.